This is a really unique Play-Doh set because we don't have extruders or molds, we just have instructions on how to build Mickey Mouse Clubhouse characters. Like this instructions for Mickey Mouse, or Donald Duck, or some props. And instead of having Play-Doh cans, we get these little packages of Play-Doh with 7 colors and 8 packages. We also have little stands for Donald Duck and Mickey Mouse, and a Play-Doh knife. Well, let's get started on our Mickey Mouse Clubhouse makeables. We will first start with our Donald Duck. The instructions show you to lay out your Play-Doh, and then on step 2, make a half circle with the blue Play-Doh. So I'm just going to mold that out with my fingers here. And then once I'm done with this blue half circle, I'll move on to step 3, which is making a white half circle. The blue half circle is for Donald's shirt, and the white half circle is for the lower half of his body. And then moving on to step 4, that's just making a white ball for his head, so I'm just going to roll that out in my hands. Make it nice and smooth. And then we'll move on to step 5, which is assembling Donald. So we'll put the white half circle down first. It's almost like dealing with a toothpick with feet here for Donald. We'll put on his shirt. Kind of get some Play-Doh stuck right there, but that's okay. We'll take that off, and then we'll put on his head. Ah, I'm driving the stick through his head. That's gotta hurt. Good thing he's just Play-Doh. For step 6, they want you to cut out some Play-Doh for Donald's hat, but I'm just gonna mold that out with my fingers. Just make a small little pancake shape with red Play-Doh, and then roll out with your fingers a little line. And we'll use this for the hat. And then also make, with the blue Play-Doh, the top part of his hat, and make that about a pancake shape too. And then we can assemble his hat, just put on the little red piece, just like the picture. And then the blue piece, I think it's a beret, right? Is that right? Or maybe a sailor's hat. And then we'll put on the little red ribbon here. And then I can rip off some black Play-Doh for his eyes. So 2 little balls. We'll put that on his face. These are pretty big eyes, but I like big eyes, so I'll make them a little bigger than normal. Oh, uh-oh, don't want to lose his hat. And then we need his bill, so just mold that out with your fingers too. We don't want to make it too big, but we don't want to make it too small. I think this is good. And there's his face. Next, we gotta dress up Donald a little more, make him look all snazzy for Daisy. I'm molding out in my fingers his bow tie, which requires 2 triangles. So just make that with your fingers, and this is on step 10. And then we'll make another little triangle for his bow tie, and we'll assemble it. Just put 1 triangle piece on one side, and then another triangle piece on the other, and then in the middle we'll add a little tiny red ball. He's looking good. I think he'll knock Daisy's socks off. And the next thing we'll make with this set is much easier. It's a soccer ball. Just roll in your hand some white Play-Doh for the ball. And then on step 3, they want you to roll out some black Play-Doh. And for step 4, they want you to cut off little pieces, which will roll up in your hands. And put little black circles on top of the ball. And just place them wherever you want here. And honestly, you don't even need the Play-Doh knife. You can just rip it off with your hands and then form it in your fingertips. And just continue the step. Just rip off the black Play-Doh and put it on the ball. And here's our soccer ball. This was pretty easy. We can now move on to the orange cone, and this one's pretty easy. Just shape it out in your hands a little bit. And then we can even roll it on the cutting board too, just to get it a little more smooth. Just make that cone piece, which is step 2. For step 3, just flatten out some Play-Doh, and we'll cut it into a square shape. The Play-Doh knife's pretty handy. We'll just cut up all 4 sides, make it nice and equal, and that will be the bottom of our cone. Ta-da! And then we'll just place the cone on the square, which is step 4. And then we'll take some white Play-Doh and we'll roll it out, and this white Play-Doh then we can put on the cone. So we'll take this strip and we'll wrap it around the cone here, just kind of in the middle, and then connect it in the back. And we'll use the rest of the Play-Doh for the second strip. And here's our cone, not too shabby. And of course, the moment we've all been waiting for, Mickey Mouse! Yay! So for this, we just gotta make a body similar to Donald Duck by making a half circle with red Play-Doh, and then a half circle with black Play-Doh. That's steps 2 and 3. And then we'll smooth that one out. And then for step 4, we'll make a black ball, and this will be for Mickey Mouse's face. Let's first connect the pants and Mickey Mouse's body though. And we can just put it on his shoes right now. Kind of going slightly out of order, but that's okay. Now we'll roll out the ball for his face. Want it nice and smooth, and then we'll put it on top of his body there. And then for his face, we'll roll out some of this peach colored Play-Doh. I want you to roll it up into a log and then cut it off. Little piece for his eyes and then for his mouth area. So we'll try to do that. Alright, so you take these little arch shapes and we'll put one on each side for his eyes. And then we have this rectangle which we'll put down for his mouth and nose area. I'm going to kind of press it out a little bit to have it cover his face. Looks a little weird right now, but we'll add his eyes and nose and that should help him look a little bit more normal. For his eyes, I'll just take 2 little black circles, roll them out, and we'll put that on his face. And the nose, the same thing. Alrighty, he's looking a little bit more like Mickey Mouse. And now we can add the cute little buttons on his pants. Those are just little white ovals. And we can't forget Mickey Mouse's ears, because right now he's looking like Mickey Mole, not Mickey Mouse. So just flatten out 2 circles. And I use my pinky to kind of press in the inside. Just like this. So it gives it more of the Mickey Mouse ear shape. Attach it to his head. And now we have Mickey Mouse. Hot dog! And now that we have all 4 makeables made, we can now play soccer. Yay! Good kick, Mickey. Let's set up the cone right here and Mickey and Donald can play. Let's see, kick, and then kick. Uh-oh! Oh, Mickey, that was too hard. You fell over. That kick was so hard. Okay, let's try again. Kick, 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 and come on, goal! Good job, guys.